Hello, and welcome to Jay's Crochet and Knit Gifts. Today is going to be learning about the different kind of hooks and what I have found out during my beginning stages as I'm going through at this time. There are different kinds of crochet hooks out there that you're able to purchase, and I do deeply apologize. I have a beautiful animal here. His name is Simba. He is a rescue that we rescued from the El Paso Humane Society, and about in February of 2016. He is a Maine Coon. He is just an amazing, beautiful cat. He keeps me on my toes, and he is here today, and I apologize. He likes to be in the center of attention, so he is learning with us today. First of all, I just begun crocheting, and it's been about going on my third month, and I'm still learning. I'm learning the different techniques, the different stitches, and all I can say is it's a beautiful learning process. It's an art, and you can make your own creation. So don't be hard on yourself. I had to have a new release. Being in the auto accident in March, I haven't been able to work out or to be in the yard and exercise. So I had to find another way to release my stress that I've been going through. So I picked up the habit of one of my fears of crocheting. I always wanted to know, and so I challenged myself. So I had my grandmother taught me how to knit many years ago, and it's simple knitting, pearls, the moss stitch, stockinette stitch, that kind of thing. But in the crocheting, I didn't understand nothing from the hooks to the supplies to the yarn. It was a growing process, and I wish some people would, they have a lot of videos out there that I was able to learn from that would teach you different hooks and where to get them or what deals you can get, In today's society, a lot of us have to be careful how we spend our money. So I was very fortunate and very blessed to find the fantastic deals that I had found. Just to let you know, my very first crochet package that I got were these here, if you're able to see them. They're plastic crochet hooks. They can come in many different ways. They can come in plastic, metal, and wood. I don't have any wood ones. I do have wood knitting needles, but I don't have any wood crochet needles. So also, to let you know, I didn't understand what the P16 meant or the 11.5 mm means. And it's just a learning thing. So I just picked them up because I thought, okay, the bigger they are, like your crayons, the easier it is. Well, believe it or not, the different kinds of hooks are for, the different patterns or projects that you're creating, and maybe even the yarn that you're using. So take that into consideration when you buy hooks. So this was my first beginner hooks right here, and I started with the K up to letter P. The hooks that I used a lot was the N and the M when I was doing my beginning of my projects. And then also you can get big hooks, big fat hooks, and I also have those in my knitting. Oops, I have them in a different location. I thought I had them there. I have these big plastic, I think they're Q and S. Yes, S. And I don't know what this one is. My site is very, very bad. It doesn't tell me what it is. But this one is an S. I was right. Oh, how exciting. I'm learning. So, I apologize. That's Simba. So that's, you can get also them in big hooks for like real bulky yarn. I will also make a video on different kinds of yarns, and oh, it's just gorgeous. You also can get your metal hook that is very common, very that you see. This is going to be an M13 9.00. So when you see on the yarn hook preference, you get an example here. Hook preference on your yarn here. I don't know if you're able to see. It's a 4. We'll go over this much more in the next video for all of you. But on your crochet, it shows it's going to be a 6.5 millimeter, which is a K hook. I love my K hook. So you can look on the yarn, and it will specify what hook. And I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I change up my hooks with my yarn. I guess I love to try the difference of the thickness, and also changes the size of it. So keep that in mind in the future when you start making projects. The size of the hook can determine how big or how small your project is going to be. So on that, I have another plastic, a lot of little plastic ones. These I love. I love these. I wish there was a set out there that I'm wanting so bad. I don't need them, but I want them, and it's the pink set, and it's very, very expensive, but you know, I'm beginning and I want to become much more comfortable in my art, or my way of doing it, so I can invest the money into it. These are going to be your metal hooks, but it has the plastic hand, or the rubbery handle. Oh, they're so comfortable. I noticed halfway through my Christmas gifts that I've been making, these, when I was using these in the beginning, my hands would hurt. It would cut. It would rub, I should say, rub on the metal, on the plastic. So my wonderful husband, Ray, he said, go, you know, enjoy. So I went and got me a set, and I'll tell you, it's like night and day. One thing that is different that I noticed too, that I noticed is that, for example, this is an N hook, and this is a N hook. This is much lighter than this hook. It's also, look at the different angles. This is a very curved angle here, if you're able to see that. This is a slant angle here. So take that in consideration also. Sometimes that has more of a round head. This has more of an angle head on it. That's another thing I want you to take consideration. This is a very deep I in there. This is going to be your letter M, if I remember correctly. This is going to be N. Where's my M? Oh, M right here. This is my M here. So you can tell slightly the difference if you're able to see that. There's a difference in there. So take that in consideration when you are making your projects. These are located. You can go from your craft stores out there. You can go to your major supermarkets that you have at your location, and they'll be in your craft and fabric area. One thing that I had done through this process is that these different stores, I don't want to broadcast names because of copyrights, but the letter M store has a lot of fabric and a lot of yarn. There's coupons. Look for your coupons. You know, 50% off. Believe me, that helps tremendously. So you can, you know, buy one at regular and get the other one half off, or you can get a whole set and have it half off. You know, the H store, they have their 40%, you know, off coupon weekly. So take those in consideration. Also, in this process with me purchasing the hooks, you know, there's different supplies that you've had to purchase through this, and it was was a learning thing. So one thing they say, Tapestry Needle. I had bought these little plastic needles here that would sew in the ends of your projects, and when I start showing those videos here very, very soon, it's something needed, you know. In the beginning, I'm going to be very honest with you, I just took them in with this very small hook, my G hook, my extra G hook that I got. I would take them in, and I would bring them into my different stitches. So these, I have plastic. I really enjoy the plastic because it doesn't really pull the other yarn strings. Also, you will need to have spacers for counts or different areas that you're at, and I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So a lot of times people don't have the money to invest to put into this. You know, these are the ones that I bought just recently. I love them. You slip them in, they go in very, very easily. You put them in the area that you are spotting, that you need to know that there's going to be, you know, there's going to be a change in the directions that you're doing. So those are very easy. Sometimes they look like a little small safety pin. I've used paper clips before. I used bobby pins before. I've used, they say use a change of thread. Sometimes if I need to, you know, my leftovers, I keep them in here if I don't know where my little savers or spots are at. For example, I'm working on a new project here, and I wanted to show you, for example, I had measured from here to here what row I'm on, so I had put a marker. They're called markers, I should say. I apologize. See, I'm learning. Here is a marker here, so I know at this row that I'm at on making this ear warmer, that is my 4-inch there. So I have to take into determination what I'm, you know, where I'm at. I am now creating my own patterns, which I really am enjoying, but I'm learning from other things. You know, in the very, very beginning, you're going to learn new things and new stitches, and I don't want you to get discouraged, because it's a growing process. It's going to be something that you're going to enjoy. I will, like I said, this is my first video. I hope I didn't confuse you or overwhelm you. Again, just an overwrap. I went over the different sizes of the needles, or different types of needles, and what you can use them and why they're different for different kinds of yarns or your projects. And you know, this is an example here. This was one of my first projects that I made. It's a little hand warmer. I want to say I probably used a N on this, or even maybe an M on this, and I made a little hand warmer on this. It's very, very comfortable. It was a very trying situation because not knowing where to mark it and feel comfortable. New things scare me. Here's another set. Now you can tell there's a difference in here in the, I should say, in the growth of growing and feeling comfortable. Now your scallops are different. Your design is different. You know, here. Here is another set of hand warmers. These are so comfortable. You would put these under a jacket, like a jean jacket, and these would flare out, kind of situation. So you can utilize your hands or use it for writing. You have access to write and your hands are not in fingers, or use them on for your phone. When you're using your phone, it's much easier. So I have a set of those. So now that I try this little thing I had just created, I had saw this on a YouTube video from a wonderful lady glamour, and I tweaked it. I made it a little different. I wanted to do something different for me and put my design into it. So mine is very different how I created mine. My stitches are different, but oh, I love them. So now I am going to, this is the first headband. I don't like it. I am really upset with it. And that's the thing you're gonna learn, is that you're going to have certain things that you do like, and there's going to be things that you're not happy with. So this is going to be a growing process, and I'll go more into that. So I don't mean to stray on, but again, my name is Jonna, and I welcome you to Jay's Crochets and Knit Gifts. In my very first video, you will find out why I named it the way I did. Is Ray and I decided to pick 7 children throughout the United States, and to make gifts and write Santa letters. And these children not are all immediate family, and we wanted to see randomly and find out what good deed they did throughout the year, and that no one would know, and how they made a difference in someone's life. And so Santa, he is in the process of making these very beautiful letters for these kids and letting them know that he's watching them and he's proud of them, of the things that they have done. So me overcoming the fear, facing my frustration through this accident, my limitations on certain things at this moment, we're working together and creating a gift for many beautiful children, and I'm sending them out for the holidays. It's rewarding. It's anybody, and I can say this with my heart, anybody can do it. And that's the scary thing is, oh no, I don't know. Seriously, if I can do it, I believe me, you can do it. So enjoy yourself. Look for deals. Find what you enjoy, and just create. Thank you, and enjoy your day. Thank you.